So, for our first problem, we're going to do number 2. Rick made a paper football that was 1 1/6 inches long. Carly made one that was 1 5/6 of an inch long. How much longer was Rick's paper football than Carly's? And so our problem here is going to be 1 1/6 minus 5/6. So 1/6 minus 5/6. And you can't do that. So we have to take from our 1, make it a 0, and then put 6. So 1/6 plus 6 equals 7/6. And then 7/6 minus 5/6 equals 2/6. So 2/6. But that can be reduced into 1/3. So your answer should be 1/3, which in your book is D. If you got 1/3, congratulations.
Okay, so we're on problem 3 now. What is 4 1/6 plus 3 1/5? Okay, so our problem is 4 1/6 plus 3 1/5. So first, we're going to find its common denominator, which would be 30. So we'll take the 1/6 out and the 1/5 out. So here, you would do 6 times 5 to get 30, and then we do 1 times 5 equals 5, and 6 times 5 equals 30. So 5/30. Now we'll do 5 times 6 because that equals 30, and we'll do 1 times 6 because whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So we'll do 6 here and 30 right here. And then we'll do 5/6 plus 5/30 plus 6/30. And that would equal 11/30. So we'll put it right here. And we'll add the whole numbers to get 7. So 7 11/30 is your answer. So 7 11/30 would be D in the textbook. D. If you got 7 11/30, good job.
So our next problem that we are going to do is problem number 5. In music, a 16th note often receives 1/4 of a beat, and an 8th note often receives half of a beat. How much of a beat would a 16th note and an 8th note receive together? And so our problem here is going to be 1/2 plus 1/4. And so we have to find our common denominator between 4 and 2, which is 4. So that means that 1/4 is going to stay the same. And this, we're going to have to change it. So that is going to be times 2, and we're going to have to times 1 by 2. And the reason we times 2 by 2 is because that is how 2 gets to 4. The reason 2 gets to 4 is when you times it by 2. So whatever you do to the bottom, have to do to the top. That's the most important rule when you're adding and subtracting fractions. So 1 times 2 equals 2. And so 2/4 plus 1/4. And that is going to equal 3/4. So 3/4 is our answer. And so, in your textbook, 3/4 is listed as A. So in other words, this is A. If you got 3/4, give yourself a high five.
Okay, for question number 7, says, Miss Jin said that 4/12 of the test items are multiple choice. 5/12 are short answer, and the rest are matching. What fraction of the items are either multiple choice or short answer? Okay, so our problem is 5/12 plus 4/12. The denominators are the same, so we'll add across the numerators. We'll add the numerators to get 9/12. But it's not in simplest form, so we'll divide it by 3. Divide it by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So your answer is 3/4. But in your book, it's D.
And if you got D, congratulations, or 3/4. So, our next problem is number 8. Terry and her friends bought a submarine sandwich that was 28 inches or 7/9 of a yard long. They ate 24 inches or 2/3 of a yard. What part of a yard was left? So our problem here is 7/9 minus 2/3. So this one, we're going to bring 7/9 over here. And we're going to also bring 2/3 over here. But we have to find their common denominator for both of them is 9. And 3, for that to get to 9, we times it by 3. So then we have to times 2 by 3. So our denominator is 9. And 2 times 3 equals 6. So it's now 7/9 minus 6/9, which equals 1/9. So 1/9 is our answer because that can't be reduced because 1 is a prime number. And in your book, 1/9 is listed as C. So your answer is 1/9 or C. If you got 1/9, congratulations.
Mary needs 2 1/4 yards of fabric. She already has 1 3/8 yards. How many yards of fabric does she need? Okay, so our problem is 2 1/4 minus 1 3/8. Okay, so we'll bring the 1/4 out, and we'll also bring the 3/8 out, and we'll find its common denominator, which is 8. So we'll multiply the 1 by 2, multiply the 4 by 2, and we'll multiply 3/8 by 1. And you'll get 2 8s for 1/4. And 3/8 stays the same because we're multiplying it by 1. But 3/8 can't go into 2. So we'll have to borrow from the 2, and we'll have a 1. And 8/8 equals 1/4. And when you add them up, you'll get 10/8. 10/8 minus 3/8.
Which is your answer?
And 7/8 is your answer, which in your textbook is B. B is your answer. If you got that answer, good job.
This has been a Tyler and Brett math session. Thanks for watching.